What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C4 here, and before we jump into the playoffs, I have got a few requests to see what the final stats were for the Eagles in this season. It's been a great season. Thank you all for tuning in thus far. And we're going to take a look at all the stats here. Carson Wentz, 4,200 yards. I believe I was just shy of breaking Andrew Luck's total passing yard record. I think he had 42.8 or something like that. 26 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 26 touchdowns, tying Russell Wilson's 2012 record, as well as Peyton Manning's old one, 9 picks as well. So almost a record-setting season for Carson Wentz, tying it so much. Looking at the running backs, Kenyon Barner, 823 yards, 13 touchdowns. The touchdowns were there, the yards. If he was our starter all year round, we might have had a lot more production of the run game from him. Ryan Matthews, 466 yards, 3 touchdowns. Carson Wentz, 423 yards, 5 touchdowns. Those 17 fumbles, though, big time. Darren Sproles also getting not many yards, but 6 total touchdowns. Little wide receivers, Jordan Matthews, 102 receptions, 1,300 yards, just shy, 4 yards shy of 4,000, and 7 receiving touchdowns. Zach Ertz, our second main target at the tight end position, 76 receptions, 884 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Aguilar having a rebound year, 50 receptions, 735 yards, and 7 touchdowns. And our red zone threat, DGB, 36 receptions, 860 yards, and 11 touchdowns. So a lot of you guys want me to use him more, and I'm going to make sure I can do that in Season 2 and well into the playoffs, man. 11 touchdowns, though, is pretty goddamn good. I can't remember the last time the Eagles got double-digit touchdown numbers like that. Offensive line stats are kind of fucked. Top tackler on the team here, we got Jordan Hicks with 96 total tackles, almost got that 100. Roddy McLeod, 93, good impression for the first-year Eagle. Michael Kendricks, 84. Jenkins, 83. Eric Rowe, 77. Glad I kept him. Jalen Mills, everybody, from the third corner. He was the third corner on the depth chart with 70 as well. Look at the sacks. Fletcher Cox, 20 sacks. I think the record's 22. Best Eagle one was Reggie Wright, had 21 in 1987, I believe. BG, 7.5. Vinny Curry, 7. Jalen Mills from the slot corner, 4.5. Benny Logan, 4.5. Michael Kendricks, 4. Nigel Bradham, 3. I mean, we get after the fucking quarterback in this session. We were super aggressive. A lot of you guys probably could tell I blitzed a lot. Sometimes it worked against me. Most times it worked for me. Eric Rowe, 3 interceptions. Roddy McLeod, 2 interceptions. And then the rest of the interceptions were pretty well dispersed through everyone else. But obviously the talking point from my Eagles team this year was obviously the biggest one would be the 20 sacks from Fletcher Cox. Cody Parkey, extra points, 89%. Fuck, these were annoying sometimes. But 24-26, 92% on field goals with a long of 61. I believe that was actually the longest field goal made in the entire season. Kenyon Barner was 658 kick return yards, so he's well over 1,000 all-purpose. As well as Darren Sproles. Darren Sproles, almost 400 kick return and 300 punt returns. So Darren Sproles, another season in his illustrious career where he's over 1,000 all-purpose yards. So now let's look at how everyone else did in the league. Blake Bortles finished as the top passer, 5,100 total passing yards. Tom Brady had 46. Matt Stafford, 46. Tony Romo, 45. Aaron Rodgers, 45. And then you got Luck and Big Ben rounding out. I think that's 10 there probably. But no real surprises. I mean, Romo's kind of high. You'd figure he might not have been that high. Touchdowns, Brady, 38. Romo, 38. So, I mean, Romo had an amazing season statistically. Rodgers with 37. Big Ben, 36. And a bunch of guys there. Rivers, Flacco, and Russell Wilson with 33. Turnovers are pretty high. Look at that, 18 picks for Big Ben. Come on, bruh. Some other guys, 31, Osweiler. Alex Smith with 31. That's how you know this is Madden, not real life. I don't think he'll ever get close to 31 in my life. Dalton with 30. But there's everyone that hit the magical number of 30 touchdowns. Carson Wentz only with 26, just shy of that. Le'Veon Bell, leading rusher, 1,600 yards with almost 100 less carries than LaShawn McCoy. Very impressive from Le'Veon, making the most of his opportunity. Shady coming second. God, it sucks not having him anymore. Jamal Charles third with 1,500. Giovanni Bernard, 1,400. That's kind of surprising. AP, 1,400. Jonathan Stewart, 1,400. Look at everyone that broke 1,000. Todd Gurley, the Beast, 14. Doug Martin, 13. Devontae Freeman, 13. Mark Ingram, 13. Justin Forsett, 1,200. That's somewhat surprising. Rawls, 1,200. Forte, 1,200. Blunt, Elliott, Eddie Lacy. Charles Sims, that's surprising after he made that move to the Washington Redskins. Foster, Theo Riddick had one hell of a year. C.J. Anderson, Lamar Miller. Shane Vereen got the starting nod for the Giants. Latavius Murray, Chris Ivory, Carlos Williams Sr. Free agency pickup for the Bears there. Hyde and Danny Wood round out our 1,000-yard rushers. Theo Riddick magically somehow led the league with rushing touchdowns, 18. Boy, Jamal Charles 17, and then there you go. Everyone else 15 there for Jennings, Lacey, AP, so on and so forth. Randall Cobb led the league in receptions with 105. My boy, Jordan Matthews 102. That's surprising there. Usually you get multiple guys with over 100 receptions. Gronk and Fleener, 2 tight ends, round out the top 5 for receptions. That's impressive. Yards, Golden Tate with 14, just shy of 15. Jordan Matthews second with almost 14 as well. Gronk 1,300. Julian Edelman 1,300. Wow, Brady was fucking working those guys. AB 1,200. That's kind of low for him. Demarius 1,200. Allen Robinson AR-15 1,200. AJ Green 1,200. TY ready to fuck Hilton 1,200. Keenan Allen. D'Anthony Thomas. What? 13 touchdowns, 1,200 yards. What? Jory Nelson, Brandon Marshall, Kobe Fleener, Stevie Johnson 1,100. That's surprising on the fucking Broncos. Hopkins, Dez, Odell, Brandon Cooks, Rashad Green, another surprising guy. Cole Beasley, another surprising guy. Larry Fitzgerald, Andre Johnson, that's somewhat surprising. Randall Cobb, Kenny Britt, no way, Kenny Britt. Julio Jones, Mike Evans, Sterling Shepard, great rookie season for him. Steve Smith-Steiner still getting it done. Doug Baldwin, Amari Cooper, Josh Doxson, and 2 big-time rookie receivers there. In the NFC East with Doxson and Sterling Shepard, Alshon, Stephon Diggs, Jeremy Maclin, and Allen Hurts. That's 3 1,000-yard receivers for the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's impressive. Doug Baldwin led the league in touchdown receptions, 14. D'Anthony Thomas with 13. What the fuck? That's surprising. Gronk with 12, Edelman 12, Fleener 12, DGB down here at 11. That was still a pretty good solid outfit for him. We'll do the defense side of the ball here. Oh, come on. Kiko Alonso leading the league in tackles with 160. Oh, well, whatever. What can you do? Demario Davis, Bowman, Shazier, Eric Kendricks. A couple guys there. Let's look at the sacks. Oh, okay. Like I said, they're not going to show Eagle stats here. I'm not exactly what glitches is for Xbox One. But Fletcher Cox would have finished second. Cameron Jordan with an impressive 21. Fletcher had 20. Cam Wake 18. Dunlap 18. Donald 17.5. Houston 17. Connor Barwin, who we traded in the offseason, had a nice season for himself there in Indianapolis with 13, I think that was. That's good for him. Good for fucking him. Darius Slay led the league in interceptions, tied with Wesley Woodyard, 7. Woodyard, man, I think actually when you go look at Woodyard, had one hell of a fucking year. 4 forced fumbles. Woodyard led the league in forced fumbles and interceptions, and had 125 tackles. What a year for him. Pat yourself on the back, bruh. We'll check out the, you guys definitely want to see kicking for sure. Franks was perfect, 24-24. But Cody Parkey, number 2, 24-26 with the long of 61. I bet you that's the fucking longest, yeah. So that's the longest field goal by a decent amount. And I think we did that week 17, so get that in. Punting stats don't show for some reason. Someone else also said that they're having those issues too. But Philly Brown led the league in kick return, Deshaun number 2, and punt return was Tyler Lockett. Now we'll take a look at, let's look at the year. Yeah, we'll take a look at the yearly awards. Let's see what we got here. So MVP went to Tom Brady. Okay, none of my guys made this list. That's phenomenal. How about Coach of the Year? Coach of the Year, Andy Reid, the Walrus himself, the human Walrus, getting Coach of the Year. Doug P coming in at number 7, the Dougler. We'll take that at number 7. 11-5 for a first year. That's acceptable. We'll take a look at the AFC. Who cares? Offensive Player of the Year, Tom Brady. Obviously won MVP. Defensive Player of the Year, Jamie Collins. So the Patriots running away. Rookie of the Year, Paxton Lynch. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Joey Bosa. Best QB is Brady, obviously. Running back is Jamal Charles. Wide receiver, Julian Edelman. Guard, offensive lineman, Marshall Yanda. DL, Cam Wake, ageless wonder. Linebacker, Justin Houston. He had a bunch of sacks. David House, wasn't he on the Jags? What? Best DB was him. And kicker was Andrew Franks, who had the perfect 100. Let's look at NFC. Offensive Player of the Year went to Russell Wilson. Okay, Carson Wentz coming in at number 9. I guess we'll take that. Okay, Defensive Player of the Year, Michael Bennett. What the fuck? Fletcher Cox had 20 sacks. Okay, Cam Jordan Belobi had 21 sacks. Okay, that's stupid. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Carson Wentz. I mean, that was a fucking gimme. Well, I mean, maybe not a gimme. Doxson and Shepard both went over 1,000 yards. Defensive Rookie of the Year, DeForest Buckner. Do we get anyone on here? Jalen Mills coming in at 7. We'll take that, as he's the future at the quarterback spot. Best QB went to Tony Romo. Fuck that. Carson Wentz 4. Okay. Running back AP. I don't think Kenyon might have made. No, Kenyon didn't make that. Wide receiver Doug Baldwin, number 1. Jordan Matthews at number 3. O-line, TJ Lang, number 1. Do we have any Eagles on this? Nope. Come on, man. Where's JP at? JP's. DL went to Jordan. I guess he had 1 sack more. Fletcher Cox coming in at number 2. You can't be too upset about that. Best linebacker went to Clay Matthews. I don't think we're going to have anyone. I wouldn't be surprised if we have anyone for the rest of this video except the kicker. DB was Darius Slay. And I think we actually might get it with Parker. But there you go, guys. That is a quick look at all of the stats. Enjoy this video and how we did this year. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Until next time, it's your boy C4 saying peace out.